Hey, good Sunday morning, YouTube. Hugmeister's Garage. Did a little mini project over here. Been trying to get a better signal down to my little mini cabin we built down there. And what I did is I bought some Eero Outdoor 7s. And I don't know if you can see it way over there, but I put a still on it at the beginning of this. I've got one on my garage that's going to point over to this guy, and then that broadcasts Wi-Fi all the way down there. It's like 950 feet. I measured it as a crow flies, and I get about 20 megs down there now. But I also have a Eero Pro 6. When I get the inverter hooked up over there, I plug that in, and I'm getting over 120 meg per second down there with that plugged in. So that's going to work out good. So we're over there partying and stuff. Everybody's going to have internet. Got to have internet. But this is what I did. I bought this 200 watt panel off of Amazon, 12 volt panel. And just using what I got laying around like I usually do. I made a little platform for it for my little... I've only got a couple of these left. They're expensive, but they're nice. These little mounts. And I mounted the panel on that, and that feeds down into our lithium iron oxide battery. Put a little MPP controller in here. Not a bad little unit. I like the ones you can got the little screen on them so you can see what's going on, but that's either 12 or 24, and you can set it for many settings. Auto solar, I think. And we got that off Amazon. And we put an outdoor Cat 6 cable up to that to protect it from the UV. Brought it down. I actually fished it down this pipe, which I had this old satellite arm. Never throw anything out. And I just screwed a piece of 1.25 inch to that to get some height on it. Brought it down through there and up into the bottom. And we caulked all the holes so the god-awful bees don't get in there. And actually those supports that came with that, I was able to use them to support this shelf. But they don't give you two of the same length, one short, but hey, it's solid, it ain't going anywhere. And this should be mostly out of the sun, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about temp in there. This controller did come with a temp sensor, but I don't know if that applies to lithium oxide batteries or just lead acid, but it says to plug it in anyway. And I also didn't know they made these till I found it, because that those Eero Outdoor 7s are powered, they can be powered by PoE injectors, like off a PoE plus switch, which is nice. I've got that in the garage, but they've got a PoE 12 to, you put 12 to 60 volts DC in on the side of this box, and it'll put out 50 volts PoE. And I guess it's what, the 80362 standard or something, so it must auto negotiate what voltage has to go up to the Wi-Fi point itself. So that came right up. So I hooked this up yesterday afternoon, and this was running for a day with nothing on it, just to do a a cold test on it. But it pretty much topped the battery off. Says we got 0.3. I was down to half a battery, but now it's 3/4 on up, and this is morning, so it's been running all night. So I think that's going to work, and don't have to pay for any electricity. And this will boom everything over here. Plus it helps with my cameras too, because I got another spot right here, so I can put another camera anywhere back here, and the Wi-Fi will pick it up. So there you go, folks. Have a nice day.